Part 2 of the time that the hospital lost my daughter. So the respiratory therapist that I remember from earlier in the day comes in, and she is assessing me because I'm still on the BiPAP machine. So I show her the board that I've been writing on, and I asked her if she had seen my daughter, which she then replied she hadn't seen her for a while. The nurse says, "Oh, so her daughter was with her?" And I was very confused because, again, I'm here for asthma, bitch, not psych. So the respiratory therapist sees that I'm getting agitated, and she says, "I'll go look for your daughter for you. She may be in the other waiting room." Which I was pretty confused about because she was a minor, 11 years old, and nobody knows where she's at. So the nurse again asks me, "Can I do your vitals?" Which I shake my head no. She's like, "We really need these vitals." And I shake my head no. Then she asks again, and I write to her, "I do not give a fuck about these vitals, but I do give a fuck about my daughter, and you should too." So she gets upset and she leaves out the room. I clearly don't care. The respiratory therapist hadn't returned yet, and it's been about 15 minutes, so I'm starting to unhook myself from everything because now I'm super worried. It's been 15 minutes, and no one's come to tell me anything about my daughter. About 2 or 3 minutes after I started unhooking myself and things are going off, the respiratory therapist comes back, and she's like, "You need to stay on BiPAP." And I told her I can't because no one's told me anything. She then calls another respiratory therapist, and together they try to talk me back onto BiPAP, which I then told them I don't give a fuck if I can't breathe. Where the fuck is my daughter? So at this point, now I'm standing in the hallway screaming, "Where the fuck is my child? Where is my 11-year-old daughter?" I notice several people coming down the hallway, and I look to see who it is, and it is security, and they're putting gloves on. I assume that they're there to help me find my daughter. My assumption was wrong. They were there because the ER called them and said that I was irate, and they were afraid that I was going to harm myself or someone else. Which pissed me off even further because I'm confused why you guys are not looking over the cameras trying to find where the fuck my child is at. They are basically yelling at me to calm down, or they're going to have to call the police and have me escorted out of the building. Remember, I am there because I can't breathe, but I also can't breathe even more because now I'm in a panic because they have lost my child. Y'all gotta wait till tomorrow for part 3.